Hello, thanks for joining me again. Now, I was out 2 days ago on a new field, only about 6 acres. Not too far from what's reported to be a medieval site. Unfortunately for me, I didn't find anything medieval. Some Georgian coppers, a couple of Victorians, but I did find a nice silver thimble. So that was a bit of a bonus really. Right, I'm back in this field where I had the Roman ring fragment from in the last video, and also a Roman coin as well. I actually forgot to show you the Roman coin clip. I don't know what happened there, so if I remember I'll stick it on after this clip here. Right, so it's a bit windswept today, but not too bad overall. We just had a find down here. It wasn't very deep, only, I don't know, 4 inches thereabouts. And we've got a little buckle fragment. Now, I'm not sure whether that's an annular buckle or perhaps a spectacle buckle that's got broken. It is flat on this side, so I'm guessing possibly a spectacle buckle, maybe from the 1700s. That's all right. I've had a couple of bits of lead so far as well. Let me get this camera straight. There we go. So this is the top end of the field over here. I've done that bit before, but I thought I'd concentrate in this middle area for now and see if anything turns up from here. Just over towards those trees there is where I had the Roman coin from, and the Roman ring as well. So I may end up wandering back in that direction, but for now I'm going to stick around here. Well, I've had a few bits of lead. I've just spotted a surface find down here. Can you see that? Just down there. Sorry for the wind noise, I'll just turn around actually. I've never found one of these before. I've got a pipe bowl. Yes, got to be, isn't it? I've chuffed to bits with that. I don't know if that's 1800s or earlier. Maybe later, I don't know. I shall have to do some pipe bowl research, but yeah, I'm delighted to have found that. There's not many signals in this field. It's I'm sorry for the angle of the camera there. Anyway, I am on a slope, but not quite as bad as it looks on this this bit of video. Anyway, we'll keep going and see what else turns up. It's hard going again. It's been ages since the last bit of video. I've had 2 coffee breaks, so that's how long it's been. I'm in the area now where I had the couple of Roman bits from in the last video. I've just had a find down here, 21 signal this one. It's extremely crusty. Probably, or possibly a horse pendant or something. But I don't know the age on that one, but it looks to be very badly corroded, which is such a shame, but I've said it before, you get what you get with this hobby, don't you? I'm saying pendant because I can't think what else it would be. I'll try and clean it up when I get home, but I'm not holding out a lot of hope because it looks like a lot of the surface has disappeared over the years. No, I'm not sure really with that one. Now it doesn't really look it, but it's beginning to get dark now and it's spinning around a bit. No, the camera's compensating for the dark. I'm actually walking back towards the car and I've had a find, and I think it's actually quite a nice one as well. 12 signal on the Equinox, just, what was it, 2 inches below the surface. Let's have a look at this one, see what you think. So I'm in the middle of the field actually now. I've been gridding an area behind me where I had the Roman bits the last time. Got the pendant, but very little else. So, it's just there, look, it's only a couple of inches deep, like I said. Now then, it's difficult to see in this light, but that looks like it's decorated to me. And I think it might be a strap end. You can just see a split in this end here. I say strap end, it could be something smaller than that, but I don't know what. but it's plain on that side, and on this side it looks like almost like a snake. It's got some ring and dots just there, and I'm pretty sure that's meant to be a head at the end. So that has got to have some age to it, hasn't it? I wonder if it's anglo-saxon. Oops, sorry about the focusing, folks. Or could it be older or later? I actually don't know. But that's a stunning little find. I love finding artifacts, and it's something to go home and research and, you know, find out what it is. But that has absolutely made my day, because again, it's been a struggle. It's a very quiet field, this one. Not many signals. I've had a lot of shotties today, quite a few little bits of lead as well, but just kept going. It's one of those days where you think, I'm not going to give up. Something will turn up, and finally something has. I'm sorry about the shaking. I'm using one of these gimbals, and I'm wobbling a bit on my feet or on my knees. So there we go, folks. It's whatever that turns out to be, but hopefully we'll find out by the time this video goes out. Hiya, folks. Here we are, another day. I've been invited out by my friend Mark. He's over there in the distance somewhere, if you can see him, just above my finger somewhere. I've had a musket ball so far and a couple of buttons. But I've just had a find down here. It was just below the surface, actually. It was only a 10 signal. It's very windy today. And that's what we've got. Looks like part of a buckle. Not sure on the age on that one. Could be 1600s, 1700s perhaps. Looks like it's only half of one anyway. Yeah, I'll have a closer look at that later on. There might be a bit of decoration on it. It's very worn. The soil actually here it's not bad actually. It's not very deep. It is quite stony, but the ground's fairly soft apart from the stones. So the finds I've had so far have been fairly shallow. How's Mark doing? Oh, he's crouched down, so he's got a signal. Right, we'll carry on. Well, this is a fairly deep hole. It's about 9 inches deep now. I was getting an iron signal, but also occasionally a signal up into the 30s. It turns out it was just a piece of lead, but it has a nice shape to it. It looks like some sort of weight, I think. I don't think I can see any markings on it. Some scratches, but that's about it, I think. Yeah, so I'm not sure what that would have been used for. Surprise, surprise. Right, we'll pop it in the bag and we'll carry on. Well, this was a little 9 signal, just pretty much on the surface. Now, I think that has to be a watch winder. I thought it was a buckle at first, but I don't think it can be. No, it's got to be a watch winder, hasn't it? Tiny little thing. I haven't found one looking like that before, so that's my best guess at the moment, is a watch winder. I'm not entirely sure, but I can't think what else that would have been. Mark's over to my left somewhere down in the dip. I'll catch up with him eventually and see how he's done. Hope you can hear me. It's very windy again. We've just jumped fields, popped over the other side of the hedge. Mark's in the distance over there. I've had a couple of buttons in this field so far. Just had a 10 signal down here, and I think that's an open thimble. Either that or the top's gone missing. It's split anyway, it's damaged. It's very thin, so I don't think it's going to be particularly old, this one. That's okay though, we'll take that. So we're still in this field, this second field. But it's absolutely blowing a gale today. I got my back to the wind at the moment, so I'm hoping it's not too bad for you folks. Mark's away to my right somewhere. I'm back on the equinox now. And I've had a surface find, well, pretty much a surface find. It was just down here. And we've got little Victoria silver. I think it's silver. Yep, That's silver. Excellent job. Might be a threepenny bit. It could be a sixpence. I'm not really sure. No, it's quite worn, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to rub it too much now. I don't want to destroy it or make a mess of it. So I'll have a closer look at that when I get home later. Just can't quite get the camera angle right. Yeah, it looks quite pitted, but that's all right. Quite happy with that. I think it might be a sixpence. Great stuff. Right, folks. Mark and I have parted company now. I'm back on one of my permissions on the way home. Mark's battery's run out and he's got things to do at home today as well. So thanks very much, Mark, and enjoyed your company, buddy. Right, so I'm back in this field that I was in the earlier part of the video. It's absolutely blowing a gale, hailstone, so it was. Anyway, I've just had a find, my first signal. And there we go. Little copper ring. No idea how old that is, I'm afraid. But it might be old. There again, it might not. I haven't a clue. Sorry for the shaking again. My hands are cold and I'm wobbling. But that's a nice little find anyway. Another one to do some research on. Excellent job. To forgive the shakiness, I'm doing this handheld again. It's just stopped raining and hailstoning. But it's got cold all of a sudden. Right, we've had a find. It was only just down there, an inch below the surface. And I'm very pleased to say we've got a tiny little hammer coin. It's damaged, unfortunately. But that's alright, isn't it? I think it's got a little hole in it somewhere. I think it must be a farthing. It's quite small. Can't see who it is. It might be Edward, but I'm not sure. It's been a while, folks, since I've had a hammered, so I'm more than happy with that. Excellent job. Well, that was very short-lived, I'm afraid. I dug 2 signals and the heavens opened up. So I just literally couldn't feel my hands. It was that cold, and it's on an open hillside field, high up as well. So that was no fun. So I'm going back home now. I'm going to get a cup of coffee, and I'll try and find out an age for that ring if I can, and see what that coin is as well. So right, join me for the roundup if you don't mind sticking around. Okay, so here we are with the finds from a couple of visits out detecting. So some more pottery again. Pretty sure this is Roman. Greyware as usual. Another piece of a base there. It's quite rough textured, that one. This was I thought it was like a fork handle, spoon handle. Possibly pewter, but it's actually lead. It's fairly heavy. So I can't see that being much use as a fork handle or a spoon handle, so perhaps it's something else. Broken at this end, presumably. So no, I'm not sure about that one. A couple of little bits there. Quite a few buttons, some musket balls, pistol balls, a lead disc there with a circle inscribed or incised in it as well. Possibly a weight, maybe a big washer. I don't really know. A lump of lead there. And I think this weighed, it was about 110 grams, I think, or thereabouts. No idea what it was used for apart from a weight. No idea on age either. So no, I'm not sure with that one. There's some bits that I didn't video. That was a Girl Guides badge from Mark's Field, 1930s and 1940s thereabouts. A bent coin. It looks a bit like a love token, but I'm not just sure. It is, or it appears to be smooth anyway. So it could have been. Some sort of buckly dress belt fitting type thing. I think that may be Victorian. Yeah, you can see where there would have been a bar across the centre there. Part of a post-medieval, I think, probably a shoe buckle, I would think. Some coins. So a crusty Victoria halfpenny. Let's just see the date, 1862, I think that says. I haven't bothered cleaning that one up at all. This one was from Marksfield as well. Now, I think that may be a George I, possibly a penny. You can just make out a silhouette of her face there, facing to the right anyway. I think George I. Not entirely sure with that one, but a Georgian coin anyway. This was a surprise. Oops. It's a William III copper coin, halfpenny I think this is. That's not too bad. Quite rare find for me, those. Yeah, there's not much on the back at all. That's okay. I think I'm going to sneeze. Apologies if I do. No idea what that is. Come on, again from Marksfield. Absolutely no idea. So if anybody can help me out, please do post a comment below this video. Now I presume that's a watch winder, although I haven't been able to find a similar one on the Portable Antiquities website. Quite corroded as well, that one. That's my best bet. Little open work thimble, probably post-medieval, split down the side there, and a couple of holes in it as well to obviously have some uses, that one. This is another thing I didn't video. I think presumably it's a furniture fitting and perhaps a handle would have gone through the middle. It's gold gilded, which sounds a bit extravagant, but what surprised me is the back's also been gold gilded as well. Is that something they normally do with a furniture fitting? It seems like a bit of a waste of money, does that? Anyway, probably post-medieval, that one. Little, where are you? There you are. Victoria sixpence. It's in a bit of a state. Can't actually see a date on that, but it's going to be the late 1800s. I think it's that way up, isn't it? No, I can't see a date. The pipe bowl was a nice little find. 17th century, this one. It's going to be sort of 1650 to 1680 thereabouts. No maker's mark. And it's a fairly small one. It's a small capacity, so that indicates that it's going to be an earlier pipe bowl. But that's lovely. That's the first one I found. Part of a buckle fragment there. I did get a date for this. I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, 1370 to 1650. And these are commonly found, apparently, on medieval sites. So that's the first one like that I found. It would have been a full circle at one point. Right, put it back there, Andy. There we go. And this one, a very crusty, unfortunately, medieval harness pendant. And that's going to date from around about 1400 to 1500. It may have been enamelled at some point, but I can't say for sure, because if it was, it's all gone. Nothing on the back. The back looks even worse. I've tried to clean it up, but that's as much as I dare do to it. But like I say, it's in a feral state, so it's not going to win any prizes. The little hammer coin, it's not a farthing at all, it's a penny. And I've had some help with the IDs. Thanks folks for, well, thanks to those who've helped me out with IDs for all of this stuff. It is a Richard II London penny. It's got a hole in it as well. Presumably intentional, but I'm not sure why they would want to do that unless it was a pendant or something or other. Date wise, you're looking at 1377 to 1399. Now then, this was a surprise. This is from Marksfield again. I originally thought it might have been a broken double loop buckle, but I've had some help from Simon Maslin, Dr. Simon Maslin off Twitter again, and he sent me a link, and this is looking very much like it's actually an beg your pardon, anglo-scandinavian buckle. So you're looking at very early medieval, about 1000 AD to 1100 AD. It's a shame that the detail's gone around the edges there. I mean, there's obviously some raised bumps and there's something there, but I can't make out what it is. So you're looking at late Anglo-Saxon, but more so Anglo-Scandinavian. So that's a terrific little find. One to get recorded, that one for definite. They're quite rare finds, these. That's fabulous. This one, I didn't dare speculate when I actually found it, but it turns out it's a Roman ring. It's lost the little stone from the middle, but it's been in the soil for almost 2,000 years, so it'll been turned and tossed over and ploughed and all sorts, so things are bound to fall out. Now, because the patina in the recess there is the same as the rest of the ring, or pretty much, presumably the stone was lost a long time ago. But that's an absolutely fabulous find, almost complete. I'd love to see it straightened out, but I'm not going to, because I think it'll just ruin the patina, and I don't want to do that. So two Roman rings in such a short space of time, I can't believe it, you know, having never found one before. But this is by far the better one. So that's 1st or 2nd century Roman copper bronze ring. Absolutely thrilled with that one. This one, right, there we go. Isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love that. It's a late Anglo-Saxon, Anglo-Scandinavian stroke Viking strap end. Now, I've done some research. I found a PDF file online from somebody from one of the universities, and I found a direct or exact match for this one. Excuse the state of my nails, I've been cleaning coins and stuff. Now, the other one that was found 190, 200 miles away in East Lothian, Scotland. Exactly the same design. So I thought it was perhaps a snake, the 2 eyes there and the coils of the snake, but it's been pointed out to me that it's quite probably a bird, and looking at it, that does look more like a beak on the end there, doesn't it? And this dates from the 9th to the 10th century. Actually, after the end of this roundup, I'll put a couple of pictures on, so if you're interested, you can see a bit more information on this. But that's absolutely lovely. I'm delighted with all of these top row finds, really. I can't believe my luck. I certainly wasn't expecting them. Yeah, so there we go, folks. That turned out quite nicely in the end. Got a good soaking for it, but I think that's all part of the hobby, isn't it, really? Thanks very much for watching, folks. Thanks for your support. Thanks for any comments. I always do appreciate your comments, so do please post down below if you've anything to add to this. I'd appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.